You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
We go set.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play, oh baby, but he hangs on through it, still able to get that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go red, 80. We go set.
Darnold now to throw. McMillan hauls it in. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Gain of 15. First down, Panthers.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has it down close.
Darnold's pass.
He has the Carolina touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Here we go, set. Go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
60 bucks. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go, son.
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Pass play on first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 79 Bronco. 7 Pirate, 7 Pirate. Hut, hut.
Second and 8. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
70 Lion. Ready.
From the red zone now. This one's taken in by Hill.
Complete.
And this one doesn't go far.
1 yard gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Ready, ready.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. Third and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Kamara's got it. Has room into the secondary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Reed now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, son.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. He completes it in traffic.
Pass
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
It's a gain of 10. And
They'll come up first and 10.
First down.
Go red, 80. Race that.
Now Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time, but my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A give to Brooks, running right. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Go red, 80. Race that.
They go play action here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Red, 80. Side. Race that.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
Go 80.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Go 80. Race that.
Brooks does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Race that.
Throwing here, Darnold. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Alontae Taylor has it. He's at midfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Groupie to try that point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go side. Red, 80. Race that.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down.
Here we go, set. Right side.
Throwing now, off play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He's throwing deep to the left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set up. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He'll throw again on 2nd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Gets this to Sanders. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go, set.
Brooks can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 1.
Here's Darnold to throw.
And goal.
And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
2nd and 10.
Unlock line. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Ready.
In motion right, Olave.
Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
They're on 34-yard line.
Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at the 34. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Darnold now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go, Chap. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lion. 18 Rattler. 18 Ready.
They'll look to throw. Look at right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Off of play action, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Faking the give, Darnold. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
We're going to start.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Brooks is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
now Darnold.
At the Saints 2-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. Oh, some strong running. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. There's Chris Olave. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And a Panther first down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action. It's Darnold. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up.
Now back to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Bronco 80. Let's go. Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
70
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Red 80. Yellow 80. Right side.
Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Set up. Rig alert.
Motion man is Schwartz.
79 Bronco. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19. Set go.
He'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Panthers 21, Saints 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Rattler. Set.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Saints! Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before the break. Darnold. This is caught by McMillan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go. Say, hurt. Trap 60. 60 Maverick.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
51 yards on the punt there, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A handoff running left, Brooks. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Jonathan Brooks with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Let's go. Viking 18. Hurt. 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
19 Lion.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Go street. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Kamara up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
That's good for us Saints.
60 by
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, go.
2nd and 13. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Ready up.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Saints 28. Sam Martin set
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
70 ready.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Steps away to his left. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 35.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
We're going to start.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now this one taken in by Olave. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 30-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Darnold now to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Pass complete to number 24, Jonathan Brooks.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action. It's Darnold. That is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But they've certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Back to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Go, Rig, go. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The tackle by Kelvin.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week.